Hi, welcome to another episode of The Best Pictures. I'm one of your hosts, Joey Powers.
And I'm Don Tretler. Welcome to the show.
You're not wearing your Cafe 7 shirt again.
I know. I forgot to bring it.
You know what
I
you
got to
should
bring
do?
it in the morning.
No, you should just leave it in the back of your car because you probably don't wear it anywhere else.
That's a great idea. I almost put it on the other day because it was blue.
Yeah. No, I mean, the more times you wear it, the
I got to get smart.
You know. So
all right.
We are doing Names from a Hat once again. As you can see in the background, Deadpool is taking over the set of the Best Pictures. He's very selfish. You know, there's not many characters that get their own movies. Pretty much him and Hugh Jackman or Wolverine.
Yeah, the Wolverine.
But in the first Deadpool, he mentions Wolverine. There's some good one-liners in it, and he mentions Wolverine in the second one too. You know.
I think he's in the Wolverine.
I think he's got a man crush on Wolverine, you know. So I don't know, but
I think he's in one of the Wolverine movies, but he's not in the costume yet. So it's basically
is that the one where his mouth is like taped shut or whatever, so he can't talk? Because I think he's in one of the X-Men movies like that.
Maybe. I mean, just remember, I think they were in a fight scene all together. Like it was a couple of different guys.
Now, have you seen Logan?
No, I want to. It's on my list.
I got it.
Oh.
Where did I get it? I got it at the pharmacy. Do you ever go there? They have a lot of used DVDs.
Do, yeah. I look through that all the time.
I do too. And I saw Logan and Get Out for $5 each. So I was like, you know, I didn't like Get Out as much as other people did, but for $5 I'd watch it again.
Yeah.
You know, I watched it twice. And Logan, I mean, it's R-rated. I didn't realize that. I didn't know they went that far with X-Men.
Right.
But
I definitely want to see it.
I mean, Deadpool is no question R-rated. I mean, they don't even try to. Not even try. It's gone in the first 30 seconds. You know that Deadpool's rated R.
Right.
Or unrated even. It's that bad, but it's good. You should definitely watch it.
I got two movies this week. I got The Thing.
The Thing, the original Thing.
Not the original,
but John Carpenter's original.
Right.
Yeah.
And I just watched it with my son and my girlfriend.
Kurt Russell. And the Quaker Oats guy.
Wilford Brimley's in it.
Yeah, I just like calling him the Quaker Oats guy.
Keith David.
Yep.
He's in it too.
He's good.
It's really has a pretty good cast.
Keith David is the one in Platoon.
Right.
Okay, David Keith is the one that's in Major League 2.
Right.
I always get them mixed up. So
I wonder if they've done a movie together. I have to research that.
That would be so like.
Because I bet they're pretty close in age.
Could you imagine getting confused? Because I think Keith David is the one that's in Platoon.
Right.
He is. I don't know if you've seen it or not. He is like. I don't want to say. I don't know. He's in Men at Work with Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez.
All right.
Like they're two screw off trash men. And they get in trouble with their boss. So Keith David goes on a ride along with them because he's the boss's cousin or brother-in-law or something. And it's just a funny movie. I mean, it is. I haven't seen it in such a long time. But
I think his biggest claim to fame, like if you had to we're talking to people who are out there and you guys don't know who Keith David is, you would know his voice because they use his voice for a bunch of things. But his biggest claim to fame, I think, in the movies was Something About Mary.
There's Something About Mary as her stepdad.
Yeah, he's the stepdad about hot dogs and beans.
Yeah, Franks and beans.
How'd you get the beans over the hot dogs?
Yeah, how'd you get the Franks above the? How'd you get the beans above the Frank?
Yeah, that's his big. So that's how you'll know who Keith is. And David Keith was in Officer and a Gentleman. His big claim to fame.
Yes.
Well, she has a bodacious pair of tatas.
Yeah.
That's his big line from Officer and a Gentleman. I wonder if they've done it. I'm going to have to research this. On a future show, I will let you people know.
Yes, we will. There's Something About Mary, though. That whole scene, that's one of maybe one of the funniest scenes in movie history. That whole thing, when he walks in, he's like, "Would you shit yourself or something?" Me and my friend Cyrus used to die every time he said that because it's just such a funny quote. You know, because he's like, "What's going on? You know, you got this beautiful girl that you want to take to the prom. What's taking so long?" And then, you know, they call the fire department. You know, I mean, everybody's in the bathroom. It's just such a funny scene.
It's funny you say that because the Farrelly brothers also did Kingpin, which has the scene that I always tell people I think it was the funniest thing I've ever seen in a movie.
Yeah.
In
I haven't
Farrelly
seen Kingpin.
Brothers. You've never seen it.
I haven't.
It's not I don't want to build it up as like, I mean, you've seen Farrelly Brothers, you've seen Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
I don't know what other.
About Mary.
Something about Mary, yeah.
Yeah.
So you get an idea. You kind of know their sense of humor.
Yeah.
So it's along those lines, but it's a scene in it. And it's the whole build up and how it works out. It's Woody Harrelson is the star of that movie. And
I love Woody Harrelson.
I won't go into too much of the whole thing, but it's a really funny scene. There's no denying it if you see it.
Yeah.
The movie itself is, you know.
I'll have to check.
Right.
It's Kingpin.
Kingpin.
Is that Bill Murray too?
Yeah, Bill Murray might be his.
Not in it.
Right.
Not a lot though, right?
He has to roll against Bill Murray. No, he's not. Bill Murray's not in it a lot.
No, I didn't
He's
think
a
so because
supporting
Bill
role.
Murray generally is top billed if he's...
The other guy in it is Randy Quaid.
Okay, I like Randy Quaid.
So Randy is the Amish guy that he trains to.
I love him in Independence Day. When he goes up and he's like, I'm back! You know, he's just crazy as hell.
He's good.
So we've actually started the show without even really starting the show.
Oh, and my other movie was Cosmopolis. It's a movie.
I haven't seen that. It's like a movie cartoon kind of, right?
No, I don't think so. It's Robert Pattinson who was in the.
Yeah, okay. I'm thinking of something.
The whatchamacallits, the
Twilight movies.
Twilight movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he it's a David Cronenberg movie. So I'm
Oh,
on this,
right.
kind of on this David Cronenberg thing. So I was trying to find Cronenberg movies that I haven't seen. And there was that one, A Map to the Stars, and there's a movie called Existence that I haven't seen yet from him.
I've heard of that.
And I bought Map to the Stars, and now I have Cosmopolis, and someday I'll see those. I expect them to be good. I'm kind of a big fan of Cronenberg. I've really
I like
kind of
Cronenberg.
followed his career.
I really liked Eastern Promises a lot.
Yeah. I even like the other one, History of Violence.
I was disappointed in that.
But it has that combination of, it's got,
Oh.
David Cronenberg and, Viggo Mortensen, who I like as an actor. I really kind of, he would draw me into a movie. He did one, I think Cronenberg did a movie with Viggo Mortensen and Michael Fassbender.
I'm popping up on him right now.
About Freud and
he did that?
and Jung. And I thought
Maps
that
to
was
the
pretty
Stars
interesting.
is one of his most recent.
Oh, is it?
He hasn't done a movie since 2014. Since that.
Huh. Yeah, so I bought that. I haven't seen it yet. I don't know. I'm kind of a nerd. I like to sometimes if I like a director, I want to keep watching their movies. Same thing with like Coen Brothers. I'd like to see every Coen Brothers movie if I haven't already. There are a couple. Hudsucker Proxy is one I haven't seen yet.
I haven't seen that either.
From
Is that
those.
with Tim Robbins?
Tim Robbins.
That's
yeah.
what I thought.
So that's one. Who else do I really love?
What about Crash? Did you see that?
Crash.
Not the one with Sandra Bullock and Matt Damon.
Right, I did.
Not that one though. The one with James Spader, Holly Hunter.
Yeah, I want to watch it again. So that one was if I'd have found that, I would have bought that too, because I want to see that one again because it was weird.
Wow, after getting into a serious car accident, a TV director discovers an underground subculture of scarred, omnisexual car crash victims who use car accidents and the raw sexual energy they produce to try to rejuvenate his sex life with his wife. Whoa, that's a mouthful. Wow, that was a bad way of putting it.
Yeah, I remembered it. So that's kind of why I was like, yeah, I want to see that movie again. That's one for further viewing.
I would watch that, especially being Cronenberg, because his movies are different.
He's getting, I think I looked him up today, and I think he's about 80.
Yeah, he's getting old. He was born in 43. So, yeah.
Same thing with Coppola. Coppola, I looked up Coppola today, and Coppola's pretty close to 80, and he surprised me. Now, we're going to go off on a tangent. I'm talking about Coppola, but Coppola hasn't done much lately. I went through his last bunch of movies, and it hasn't been anything big. It's nothing big budget. Some of the movies aren't even very good. I mean, and I'm judging that basically by IMDb.
Right.
They're movies I haven't seen. Some of them I'm fascinated with, but they're really not.
Didn't he do The Rainmaker?
He did.
I was going to say, that might be his last big budget that I could think of. That was 97. That was Matt Damon right after Good Will Hunting.
Don't you find that kind of interesting? I mean, Coppola's like an award-winning director, and yet he's not getting big projects.
Maybe he doesn't want to.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't.
Rainmaker got 7.1 on IMDb. That was I remember that being he did it was, but that's got a really good cast.
Huh.
Mickey Rourke, Claire.
I never would have remembered
Claire
it.
Danes. You never would remember what?
That he did it.
Oh, I did. I really liked it. Danny Glover plays the judge, the replacement judge.
Mm-hmm.
John Voight's the defense attorney, and it was a really good movie. Mickey Rourke's shady. Friggin' has to leave town.
He's good at being shady.
Yeah, I think he's just shady in general. But no, it's a good movie. I would recommend anyone who hasn't seen it. It's definitely worth a watch. It's PG-13. It's 2 hours 15 minutes. And yeah.
Hey, you know what I noticed when we're looking at IMDb, there's also a lot of times there's a little thing here in the corner. It says Metacritic. See down here?
Oh yeah, Metascore got a 72.
So that's almost like another
72 out of 100, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So which is a pretty good score. So it's pretty consistent
well,
with what
it's consistent
the
with
other
IMDb. Yeah, 7-1.
Because I found one today that was, well, I'm not going to talk about it because it's one of my things that I threw in the hat, but it was vastly different. The Metacritic and IMDb were really different on the two scores. But it just gives you another score to look at.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising that they'd be that far off. You would think
right.
most of them are pretty consistent.
And maybe that just is, different people watching the movies. So, I don't know.
I did see a new movie, but we're not going to talk about it.
Oh, you don't want to talk about it?
Nope.
I saw Darkest Hour with Gary Oldman, and
you said Gary Oldman was dynamite.
he is, and the movie's good, but the movie wasn't Best Picture. It wasn't as good as some of the Best Picture nominees.
His winning Best Actor was warranted, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's good. I've always liked Gary Oldman.
Yeah.
I think this one's one of mine.
I also saw the kids movie. Well, I call it a kids movie. It's not really a kids movie. It's more family. Called Wonder. About the deformed boy.
Oh no, this is one of yours. Oh, David Lynch.
Oh, there we go.
Right out of the gates, that one.
That's what I was referring to about the Metacritic.
Yeah.
Because we got into a conversation today about, somebody said to me, have you seen Eraserhead? I said, oh, have I seen it? I've seen it more than once.
I haven't seen Eraserhead.
Wow. Eraserhead is really weird. And we were talking about saying it might be one of the weirdest movies.
I've seen the cover to Eraserhead. It sure does look weird.
And Eraserhead, what I found out, I read an interview with David Lynch, and he said it was basically the story, it's a nightmare. So it follows, and I've seen it several times, so I can kind of picture some of the different things that happen in this movie. And it follows that kind of a storyline of a nightmare. So it doesn't follow like your regular plot type of thing. It's really unusual. It's black and white. He uses a lot of shade, a lot of sound in that movie. It's pretty cool. But the big question is, do you like David Lynch movies? Are you kind of like, if there's a David Lynch movie, are you drawn to it? Do you like it?
Not necessarily. He doesn't really do much.
What have you seen from?
Well, that's what I'm trying to look at. I don't think I've seen anything Lynch has done, actually. Oh no, Twin Peaks. I've seen Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks. He did Eraserhead. Then
Mulholland Drive.
don't ask me how they did this. Hollywood got him to do The Elephant Man with Anthony Hopkins.
And John Hurt?
And John Hurt.
Yeah.
It was a tremendous movie.
I've seen some of that.
And I think he followed that up. He got the big budget for Dune. Because the book Dune, it was all the rage. And he made the movie. And here's a weird little movie nerd thing. When Dune came out, so did the Cotton Club. Is that Coppola? Cotton Club?
I'm not sure.
I know it's Nick Cage, Richard Gere. I can't tell you who the female leads are. It was a big budget, these two big budget movies. It must have been summer. And they came out pretty close to about the same week. And they were both competing, and they were both relatively busts. Cotton Club wasn't reviewed particularly well. And of course, here we are, God only knows, 25 years later, 30 years later. And people don't even remember Cotton Club, really. It really didn't make much.
They get the same. I got pretty much the same review. 6.6 and 6.5.
Both of them did?
6.6 for Dune, 6.5 for the Cotton Club.
Have you seen Dune?
Nope.
Now, although I wouldn't say it's a
is.
perfect movie, I can't stop watching it.
Really?
Every time it's on, that movie draws me in. There's something, I don't know, something wonderful about it. I don't know how to describe it. I'm always on the verge of buying it too, so
Which
that
one?
I can watch it.
Dune? I'll have to check it out.
It's something about like the creation. You know, when you do a science fiction movie, you're creating like an alternate world, and when they can do that right, and somehow they did it with this movie. Like I say, it's not perfect because I think part of that is because the book Dune was like 500 pages or something. So in order to make that into a movie, you would have had to make it like 4 hours long or something.
Yeah.
And this is a pretty long movie. It's about 2.5 hours as it is.
Dune is? Yeah. That's kind of McLaughlin too, isn't it?
But I'll definitely say it's worth watching because it's interesting. It's visually interesting. The story is interesting. It may not be perfect, but I like it. I'm going to buy it someday.
Yeah.
And they also the Science Fiction Network made a miniseries out of Dune with William Hurt in it.
Oh, really?
I want to see that someday.
I like William Hurt.
Yeah.
I think William Hurt's a really good actor.
He also, the other movie I was talking about today was Wild at Heart, which I bought this past year.
Is that Nicolas Cage?
Nick Cage.
And Holly Hunter?
Laura Dern.
Laura Dern. Okay.
The Holly Hunter one's Raising Arizona.
They're Raising Arizona, right?
But that's the one that there was a big difference because IMDb had it as like a 7. Metacritic had it as like 25.
Wow. That's
And
an
I
enormous
bought it
difference.
because I wanted to watch it again. But I had the same kind of reaction to it that I did originally. I was kind of like, what? It has a storyline, but it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just not a great, I don't know, I didn't think it was a great movie. And I went back and I read Roger Ebert's review of it. He hated it.
Really?
And he hated Blue Velvet even more. Have you seen Blue Velvet?
I haven't.
Oh, I like Blue Velvet. And I've seen Blue Velvet a couple times. Now, Lynch made a couple more after that. He made Mulholland Drive. Did you see that one?
Yep. I liked it.
That was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting them confused in my head. There's one with Robert Blake. And Robert Blake is wearing makeup. Maybe that's not Mulholland Drive.
I don't
And
remember.
Mulholland Drive is the one with Naomi Watts.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So what's the one I'm thinking about? He did another one with Roger Blake that was kind of well received. Mulholland Drive was pretty much of a hit when it came out. And then he did some other ones like Inland Empire.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was like 4 hours long. I couldn't stay awake for it.
That's a long movie.
And it's weird because it's like flashbacks, it's going back and forth, and I couldn't quite follow it. I ended up falling. I got confused and fell asleep.
So that's not a...
So Lynch is interesting, but I don't know. And I'm a big Roger Ebert fan, so I'm kind of like, I definitely like these movies more than he did, but he was really down on them. And now
Blue
in
Velvet got a
retrospect,
7.8.
which one did?
Blue Velvet?
Yeah, I really liked it.
What did Meta...
I wish I owned it. I would lend it to you.
And it got a 76 on Metascore.
Because I don't want to say anything about it. It's kind of like a mystery.
Yeah, I just read it.
Maybe I can tell you this much about it. The very beginning, they start to show like this town, and it's like our town, small town, you know. And then the guy finds an ear, a human ear. And then like the mystery, then he's like trying to follow through, like be a private detective and unravel the mystery. It's interesting.
Yeah.
So.
And that's Kyle MacLachlan. He's the main character. So they did a lot of stuff together.
Yeah, I guess. And they did Twin Peaks, which I didn't really see. Somehow that came out at a point where I wasn't watching a lot of television. So that's maybe one I should watch. I could start from the beginning and watch the whole series. Did you see it?
I've seen some of it.
Did you like it?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So anyway, David Lynch. I don't know. He's an interesting one.
Yeah, I've heard that. I guess I haven't really seen much that he's done, but you're up.
Sometimes he's good. Sometimes could be a little weird, but I'd recommend Blue Velvet. I think if you're going to view any of them, that gets a high.
Well, that's why I have my notepad and pen to write it down.
Ooh, what have I got?
Something I wrote.
Oh, actress.
Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah, good
I cut
one.
off the Carter part when I was cutting.
Helena
This is
Bonham Carter.
Colin's pick.
Colin's pick.
Because I asked him for an actor and actress. First of all, he tells me Johnny Depp for an actor. And then he gives me Helena Bonham Carter. I'm like, what do you... Dude, we're just going to talk about the same movies twice. Because Johnny Depp's pretty much in everything that...
Helena Bonham Carter is?
Well, Tim Burton.
Right.
You know, and Helena Bonham Carter is married to Tim Burton. So, I mean, they've gotten a lot together. The first one that sticks out to mind to me, though, is Fight Club. I love that movie. I don't know why. I mean, it's rated really high on IMDb too. You know, like it's in like the top 10.
Wow.
And I mean, I like it. It's kind of like the conversation we had last week with Scarface and what was the other one? Was it Apocalypse Now?
Yeah, I brought up Apocalypse Now.
Where people like it just to say they like it. I almost kind of feel that way.
Maybe it was a different movie, because I don't know. I mean, we did get into this conversation.
We did.
Scarface and...
Was it Full Metal Jacket?
It could be, yeah.
Colin should know. Apparently he knows when I repeat myself all the time, so...
Well, you know what's interesting about this? The guy who authored the book Fight Club, I just finished one of his novels. So
yeah.
I didn't read Fight Club, but I read 3 of this guy's other books. And they follow that same type of a... They're really weird.
Okay, now see here, this is a good example of being different. Fight Club gets 8.8 on IMDb, but its Metascore is 66.
Wow.
So that's quite a bit of difference. But yeah, I think Fight Club's like in the top 10 on IMDb.
Well, what'd you think about Fight Club?
I liked it.
Do you own it?
Yeah, oh yeah. I have the super duper special edition. I mean, it's just it's number 10 on IMDb. 8.8. I mean, I liked it, but I mean, I think me, you, and Alex had this conversation one time about Fincher's best movie. I think you guys both said 7. I said The Social Network.
Maybe I gotta watch 7. It's been a while since I've seen 7.
7?
You like Social Network.
I like The Social Network. You know, I'm gonna check out all 3 of them right now and see which one's rated the highest. I
liked Gone Girl too. I gotta say, I watched Gone Girl twice. So I really
That's funny because
that
remember initially I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And then I watched it again and I liked it a lot better.
I was confused by the end, but then
I didn't get why he let her back or took her back or whatever. Like, just kind of like no questions. It was odd.
Blackmail.
Yeah?
Yeah, there was a whole like blackmail. Because the whole thing was, it was all about the public perception. So when she was gone, they felt sorry for her and they were like looking at him as like the killer.
Right.
Then when she came back, they thought, you know, they had built up this whole like media thing about, oh, this couple, they're reunited and everything. And he knew how evil she was. But I shouldn't, that's spoiler alert.
That's okay.
But basically, they kind of got back together because of the media, because what it was doing to both of them, how it was portraying them both. So they almost kind of got pushed back together.
Had to get back together? Okay. I guess I get that.
I could watch it again. It's an amazing movie. And you know what else is amazing? Zodiac.
Yeah.
Zodiac, I've seen 2-3 times now. I could watch it again.
Now we're on our Fincher kick.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm fine talking about David Fincher. I mean,
we went off on Helena Bonham Carter.
It's our show.
Poor Helena.
I mean, we can talk about whatever we want, but I mean, ranking Fincher's top 5, that could be an episode. I think it might have already been an episode, to be honest with you.
You did.
But I'm yep, Colin's giving us a thumbs up. We've definitely done this before, but you know what? Who cares? It's tough because, I mean, this gives 7 an 8.6, Metascore 65. Fight Club 8.8, Metascore 66. Let's see what Social Network is. We're totally just going off topic.
And I can tell you some I liked less. I didn't like the what's it called? It's not called The Safe Room. Panic Room.
Oh, Panic Room.
Yeah, I didn't like Panic Room.
See, Social Network only gets 7.7. Metascore 95. So Metascore really... See, I'm more inclined to agree with Metascore.
They really liked it.
Yeah, I did too. I really, really, really liked that movie. Like, the first time I saw it, I watched it again. Like, instantly. I was just like, this is the best picture. No questions. Hands down, Social Network's going to win Best Picture. And it didn't. It started off and won the Golden Globes, and then the King's Speech kind of took over from there.
The King's Speech didn't win Best Picture, did it?
Yeah.
It did, really?
Over the Social Network.
Wow.
And Colin Firth won Best Actor over Jesse Eisenberg. And who directed The King's Speech? Toby Hooper, I want to say.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. Let me check. Or does that sound like... Is that wrong?
I don't know.
I was just disappointed. I was like...
I thought he did horror movies.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm thinking of the guy that did the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
I think it's Tom Hooper.
Tom Hooper. I don't know. I think I was really late to watch The King's Speech. So most other people saw it, and before me. So so the build-up was really huge before I got to see it.
So The King's Speech got an 8.0 and Metascore 88. So let's see, it won 4 Oscars. I know it won picture, director, actor, and obviously probably a screenplay. Okay, winner, best motion picture of the year, best performance by an actor in a leading role, Colin Firth, best achievement in directing, Tom Hooper. And Best Writing Original Screenplay, David Seidler. So it won those 4 Academy Awards, which are 4 of the biggest awards you
And
can win.
who was the supporting actor?
Jeffrey Rush.
Jeffrey Rush. Yeah. See, I don't know. I think Jeffrey Rush. You give him with Colin Firth, he gets somebody to play off of, somebody really great to play off of. I think Jeffrey.
You know what's kind of funny? Guess who the female in it is?
Helena Bonham Carter.
It is, and we were talking about it. There you go. I haven't seen it though. What did you think?
I think it's a good movie. I think it's a good, solid movie. I don't know about Best Picture.
Did you think it was better than The Social Network?
No, I wouldn't say it was better than The Social Network.
Do you think they were even?
In my book, I would say even.
Yeah.
For me.
Because I like Colin Firth, I like Jeffrey Rush, and I like Helena Bonham Carter.
See, but I like Fincher as a director, so I kind of like the way he moves his story around.
Yeah.
A little bit better. There may have been a movie, I don't know what else was nominated that year. I might have liked something even better than that, but I don't know.
I think this was a good year. I want to say it was Inception, maybe.
Oh.
Might have been that year. Let me check.
Yeah, that's one. That was a movie I wasn't as big a fan of as everybody else is.
Inception?
Yeah.
I liked it. I'm just going to check something right here.
I think I liked it. I think I just wasn't as hugely into it. Were you checking out to see what got nominated?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else. Helena Bonham Carter. Wasn't she in like A Room with a View? She was in one of those. That's where I first found out about her. She was in one of those, they called them like the Merchant Ivory movies. And they all took place in like the 19th century, and they were all very understated, not a lot of sexuality, certainly no violence in them.
All right, so I'm going to read you the movies that were nominees for Best Picture this year.
2011.
Best Picture, 127 Hours. Black Swan.
Didn't see it. Yeah, I saw Black Swan.
This was a good year. This was definitely a good year. 127 Hours, Black Swan, The Fighter, Inception, The Kids Are All Right, The King's Speech, The Social Network, Toy Story 3, True Grit, and Winter's Bone. I remember this year too because I really liked The Town, and The Town didn't even get nominated. And I thought that was kind of a crime.
Oh yeah, you liked The Town.
Yeah, did you see The Town?
I did. You liked it too.
Yeah, and you liked it, right?
Yeah, I did like it.
I feel like
I think out of that group there, I might like The Fighter the best out of that group.
See, I also really liked The Kids Are All Right.
Kids Are All Right was really good.
I thought that was a good movie. I'm a big Mark Ruffalo fan.
And Winter's Bone.
That was Jennifer Lawrence. That was our.
She blew me away. I was watching the movie. I didn't know I was watching an actress. I felt like I was almost watching a documentary.
And she was like a kid.
Yeah.
She was like, what, like 18 or 19?
She was just... I'm a big Jennifer Lawrence fan right now.
That's a tough year.
Though my girlfriend feels like Jennifer Lawrence is kind of like a paint by numbers.
Yeah?
Like she just kind of does like she's a paint by numbers actress. She just kind of like does things by the rules or whatever. But I don't know. I kind of disagree. She's one of my favorites of the newer actresses, current actresses, you know?
Yep. Yeah, I mean...
She's somebody she's an actress that I would, if she's headlining a movie, That would draw me in to go see it, just based on her.
Wow, there's some big names nominated for actress that year, too. Annette Bening for The Kids Are All Right, Nicole Kidman, Rabbit Hole, Jennifer Lawrence, Winter's Bone, Natalie Portman, Black Swan, Michelle Williams, Blue Valentine.
Ooh,
There's some heavy hitters there.
that is.
Same with actor.
And
You got
Natalie Portman
one
won.
for Black Swan.
Oh, that was a good performance too.
Well, we're going to be talking about that at some point. Lead actor Javier Bardem for Beautiful, Jeff Bridges, True Grit, Jesse Eisenberg, Social Network, Colin Firth, The King's Speech, James Franco, 127 Hours.
I didn't see 127 hours.
That's a movie I can't, because I don't think there's enough going on.
I don't think you can't give Jeff Bridges Best Actor for True Grit because John Wayne won Best Actor for True Grit.
Yeah.
So you can't really.
No.
That would have been ridiculous.
Yeah.
Javier Bardem in Beautiful. I didn't see that movie.
Okay, supporting actor. Christian Bale, The Fighter, John Hawkes, Winter's Bone, Jeremy Renner, The Town, Mark Ruffalo, The Kids Are All Right, Jeffrey Rush, The King's Speech. Some good actors there, too.
That is.
Some good performances.
Well, like I say, see Jeffrey Rush is always good,
Yeah.
right? You
Yeah.
said Jeremy Renner, who
He was really good in The Town.
Yeah.
That was the only Oscar The Town was nominated for, was Renner for supporting actor.
he's very good.
Yeah.
Who else did you say? You said somebody else was
Christian Bale, John Hawkes, Jeremy Renner, Mark Ruffalo, Jeffrey Rush.
And John Hawkes was nominated.
Winter's Bone.
I'm kind of a John Hawkes fan. I really have gotten so I like him if he's in a movie.
I mean, I've seen The Fighter, I've seen The Town, I've seen The Kids Are All Right.
And Christian
Bale was the best of those three performances.
Yeah, I'm like
I mean,
I
Renner,
really like Christian Bale.
Renner and Ruffalo certainly deserve to be nominated. I'm not knocking
you
that.
know-
But Christian Bale killed it in The Fighter.
Yeah, I mean, I like Mark Ruffalo. That to me that wasn't the type of role you win a best actor for. Is that one?
No, not really. But the supporting actress, now that we're just totally
We're totally going on.
totally. But the supporting actress one, this brings up a good point too, because I agree with the movie that the Oscar went to, but I don't agree with the actress that got the Oscar. Because the nominees are Amy Adams for The Fighter, Helena Bonham Carter, The King's Speech, Melissa Leo, The Fighter, Haley Steinfeld, True Grit, and Jackie Weaver for Animal Kingdom. Melissa Leo won for The Fighter. I thought Amy Adams should have won for The Fighter. I thought she was better in that movie, and she had a bigger role.
Yeah, she did.
I thought she was
had a
better.
good
I
role.
thought she should have won.
And Melissa Leo though, huh?
Yeah. From Putney, Vermont.
Huh.
So,
You just like I didn't realize this. I haven't seen the movie Animal Kingdom though. It's on my list of
I
movies
haven't
to
either.
see. And then they made a miniseries out of it on television. And Jackie Weaver, I just saw in Silver Linings Playbook. And when I saw her, I'm like, and I think she's like one of the headline actors on the cover of it. And I'm like, I don't know Jackie Weaver.
I don't either.
You?
I don't think I've seen anything with her in it.
She plays. Have you seen Silver Linings Playbook?
Nope.
Oh,
I shouldn't I?
that's a good one.
I have it on my list on Netflix.
We just watched, and I saw it for the second time, and I was like, "That's a good movie."
I like I like Bradley Cooper. I like Jennifer Lawrence. I like Robert De Niro. Like I said, I don't know who Jackie
Jackie
Weaver
Weaver,
is.
yeah,
But that's
she's the mother.
that's David. Oh, Russell,
James-
right?
David O. Russell. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say James L. Brooks. Why am I like confused with those two?
Because he did The Fighter.
Did he?
I'm pretty sure he did.
Oh,
Let's see, best director, David O. Russell for The Fighter. Yeah. Okay, so here's the nominees. Oh my God, this is some heavy hitters right here. I
for
can't
what
believe.
director?
Yeah, I can't believe Tom Hooper won. Darren Aronofsky for Black Swan. David Fincher for The Social Network. Tom Hooper, The King's Speech. David O. Russell, The Fighter, and the Coen Brothers for True Grit.
Wow.
And Tom Hooper, of all those people, won. Aronofsky's never won. Fincher's never won. David O. Russell's never won. And obviously the Coen Brothers won for No Country for Old Men. But those are some heavy-duty directors there.
Did Fincher didn't win for Ben Button? Didn't that win something?
I'm pretty sure let me type in, I'm pretty sure he has not won an Oscar.
Did it win Best Director, Best Movie, something like that? Or Ben Button didn't? Huh. See, my memory gets faulty. I always think movies won awards and they didn't. Or sometimes a movie won and I didn't know.
I'm going to put in David Fincher right now. But what other...
I should quit my job and like do something with movies, like review movies or something, because I'm missing way too many movies. I'm wasting my freaking time going to work every day.
I know, exactly.
I could be watching all these cool movies. I'd be willing to write reviews.
Yeah, me too.
If there's anybody watching this and you want to hire a guy to write some reviews,
2 guys.
2 guys, we'll do it.
Yeah, no problem.
3 guys. Colin wants to review movies
Colin wants
too.
in too.
I didn't even think Colin
His
liked
last
movies.
movie was Gone Girl.
Yeah, really, it was really good.
He's been nominated for 2 Oscars.
Oh,
I want to say Social Network and Gone. He might not have been nominated for Gone Girl.
and Ben.
It's
Button.
probably Ben Button, yeah. Let's see. Academy Awards nominee: The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, 2009, and The Social Network, 2011. He didn't win either time.
Wow. And this is a guy that I consider one of the best directors out there. I mean, I think it's easy top 10 right now.
He won the BAFTA for 2011 for Best Director for The Social Network.
It's a type of director I can't wait to see what he comes out. Whatever the next movie is, it's like I'm online. I want to go see it.
He won Best Director for The Social Network for the Alliance of Women Film Journalists.
Wow.
That's impressive. And also Awards Circuit Community Awards for The Social Network. In 1995 for 7. And a Blue Ribbon in 97 for 7. 2 different years. I don't know. Anyway.
So he's worked with Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah.
He's worked with her before. And what else? Helena Bonham Carter. I'm trying to think. So she's worked with Tim Burton on several things. So I
Yes.
kind of like associate her with Tim Burton. But she does her own stuff too.
Yeah. She was in Les Miserables.
Oh, which I didn't see.
I haven't seen that either.
How old is she?
Helena Bonham Carter, 52.
52.
Let's see. She's in she's in Ocean's 8, the new Ocean's movie.
Oh,
That we haven't seen yet since it's not out. Alice Through the Looking Glass, Cinderella. Oh yeah, she's in the Harry Potter movies too. The Lone Ranger, Les Miserables, Great Expectations, Dark Shadows. Yeah, a lot of Johnny Depp stuff and Tim Burton stuff. Harry Potter and the Deathly Howls Part 2.
who is she?
Part
What's her
1.
character?
And which one?
Harry Potter.
Bellatrix Lestrange?
Huh.
I only saw the first Harry Potter. The King's Speech, Alice in Wonderland, Harry Potter, Half-Blood Prince. Terminator Salvation? I don't remember her in Terminator Salvation. The one with Christian Bale and Sam Worthington?
I don't think I saw it.
Oh.
I think I only saw I saw the first one. I saw the second one where the guy's like made of water thing.
Corpse Bride, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, A Series of Unfortunate Events, Big Fish, The Heart of
yeah.
Me, Novocaine, Planet of the Apes, Women Talking Dirty, Fight Club, The Theory of Flight, The Revengers comedies. I haven't seen any of these. You?
Well, how would you?
Mighty Aphrodite. I haven't seen that in a long time.
Oh, I can't.
Woody Allen.
I can't remember what she played in
I
that.
don't either. It was
She's good though. I mean,
Mira
would
Sorvino.
you put her down, so you must feel the same way that she's a really good actress.
Colin picked her for me.
Colin picked her. Colin likes her.
Like
Sort
I
of.
said,
He sort of likes her.
I wanted to do something else, but we didn't have time.
I like Helena Bonham Carter. I would say she's quality and she's good in everything she's done. I've never seen her and thought she was weak, you know?
What about, she's in A Room with a View. It looks like that was her first movie.
Either of you seen Sweeney Todd?
Sweeney
I have
Todd.
not seen Sweeney Todd.
Pretty sure got nominated for something at the Oscars.
Probably. That was Tim Burton too, I believe, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. That's
It's on
right.
Netflix. It's good.
Oh.
It's a musical though, so I'll never watch it.
You won't watch any musicals?
No musicals. I had to.
So you won't watch La La Land?
In drama class in high school, we had to watch a bunch of musicals. One with Michael Douglas in it. Was it Pirates of the Penzance?
Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
Holy Moses, I don't know. Who is
A
it?
chorus line.
A chorus.
I think that's what it was called. Yeah. I think Kevin Kline was in the Pirates of Penzance.
Right.
And I had to watch Oklahoma. I just got musicaled out. It's like me watching a movie with subtitles. Can't happen. Oh, you know what? I did watch a movie.
With subtitles?
No. That's everybody told me was really good, and I was really excited to watch it, and I couldn't watch it. And that's Wall-E.
Oh,
There's just not enough going on for me.
in the beginning.
I watched like 45 minutes of it, and I just didn't.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't for me. There's not enough going on. You know, it's just I couldn't sit still. I'm like standing up, pacing back and forth, waiting for something to happen, and it didn't happen.
Oh yeah, it's slow in the very beginning.
Yeah, I need more action. I need more pace.
Because they're trying to set the tone of the world. Because and he's the only occupant of the world at the beginning. Yeah.
Because my problem is my mind will wander like that, and all of a sudden 20 minutes will go by and I have no idea what's going on.
So you got to get caught by a movie. You got to get pulled in.
It's got to pull me in right away, or it loses me, and that's what happened with Wall-E, unfortunately, because I'm the only person that I know that didn't like it, that saw it. So.
What about? I'm trying to think of the best musical that, like of the older ones, the best one, Singing in the Rain. Gene Kelly.
Gene Kelly, right? I don't think I get stuck watching that one. We watched
Donald O'Connor.
We watched 15.
15.
No, 15 different musicals.
Oh wow.
That was what the course was. It was a 15-week course. We watched a show a week.
Wow.
And then we had to do one. We had to do our musical. We did The Life and Death of Dr. Sherlock Holmes. And I played Dr. Watson, and I ended up poisoning and killing Sherlock Holmes. So that was... It wasn't the best class.
That would be a good... Well, that was... So you have seen musicals, so we could actually do a show on musicals.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not that it's my favorite genre, but I mean, I like Singing in the Rain. I'm trying to think what other ones I loved. I liked one. I could have been in a different state of mind, but it got really bad reviews. Was Man of La Mancha, which the film version, I think Richard Kiley is famous for doing it on Broadway. You would know it, The Impossible Dream. To reach the unreachable star. It's Don Quixote. It's the whole story of Don Quixote. Well,
Gotcha.
It's Peter O'Toole.
Oh, really?
In the musical.
Oh, man.
I thought it was great.
I like
Peter O'Toole. But other people didn't like it. The other one, you know what else is real good? Of course, I think it's good live and it's good on the film. Fiddler on the Roof.
Oh, I did watch Fiddler on the Roof. That was
really
good. I liked that.
I'm trying to think of modern ones that I've seen that I liked. I'm not really as big a fan of the modern thing. Chicago.
Didn't see it.
That's
Renee Zellweger, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Richard Gere, Gary Marshall directed it. I know it won Best Picture.
Yeah. I thought it was really good.
I think Catherine Zeta-Jones won Best Supporting Actress, too.
So maybe Helena Bonham Carter's in it, too.
But speaking of Peter O'Toole, have you ever seen King Ralph? I feel like I've asked you this before.
No, we talked about this.
Yeah.
John Goodman.
He plays this snotty butler. Not really snotty, but, like posh, like fancy. And John Goodman's like this trashy Vegas singer. Their chemistry's flawless. I'm writing that down. I'm going to bring that in for you to watch.
Peter O'Toole, I looked at his movies, and toward the end, he just was selling his name. I mean, and Peter O'Toole was as good an actor as ever existed. I just read a thing. I was looking to, I don't want to say it because I put the guy's name in the hat. The guy that I put in the little thing said he's one of the best actors of all time.
Really?
And I thought about that. I thought, not that the guy's bad, but I was like, wow, that's a big thing to say.
Yeah.
I think I could say that about Peter O'Toole.
Yeah.
He's one of the best actors of all time.
All right, well, I'm going to draw one more.
Yeah, we need to draw.
Because we butchered Helena Bonham Carter.
We're going bananas.
Yeah. So.
I'd have to look at her list to see what she did, but I really like Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah,
I'm always happy when I see she's in a movie.
All right. We've already talked about it a little, but...
Oh, all right. Black Swan.
Black Swan.
Darren Aronofsky.
Aronofsky. This to me is almost like a normal movie for Aronofsky after seeing what was it, Pi? Or
Requiem for a Dream.
Requiem for a Dream, yeah.
And Pi. He did Pi too.
But Requiem for a Dream is the most messed up movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
I liked it.
I will never, ever, ever, ever watch that movie again.
I think I think that was the second movie. I think that came after Pi. And it blew me away. And I was like, oh, man, I want to watch everything this guy does.
Black Swan. I still don't understand the end fully.
I think part of it is like a hallucination. It's like it's all in her mind toward the end.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I can't remember exactly what happens with the whole thing at the end. But she loses it. She starts to lose her...
I think in the end, when she's doing the spinning and stuff, she starts bleeding. And I was very confused. In the whole Mila Kunis's character, I don't know. It was
I need to watch this.
I do
again.
too. I thought I
remember,
had it.
I remember really liking it. When
I
saw
liked it. And Natalie Portman and Mila Kunis were excellent in it. Natalie Portman won Best Actress. And like I said, he was nominated for director and it was nominated for picture. I didn't see The King's Speech, but I think Black Swan. I mean, this was a tough year. This was really a tough year for movies.
You know, King's Speech is, I like to call it, instead of The King's Speech, I like to call it The King's Speech. I always used to, people would say, have you seen The King's Speech? And I'm like, The King's Speech? Really? Is it a movie about the man's speech? Anyway, so I would make fun of people. But anyway, it's pretty standard.
Yeah.
It's a good movie, uplifting, whatever, but it's pretty standard. Black Swan is...
Not standard.
No. I think it's a piece of art. And
Yeah.
that's what I like. When I'm looking for movies, I want to see something like that that's going to take me out of the normal, spin of movies. Yeah, this is a good. I like Black Swan. I think that's kind of a good.
Wasn't what's his face? The guy from Eastern Promises is the director, isn't he?
Viggo Mortensen,
No, the other one.
Cronenberg.
No. The other guy in Eastern Promises.
Oh, I don't remember who's in that.
Can't think of his name. But he's in
You need to look it up, people.
I'm gonna type it real quick. Gone Girl got 8.1 and 779 on.
What did Black Swan get? Black Swan must have gotten pretty high too.
Yep, I'm going to it right now. I can't think of the guy's name, but he's Black Swan got 8.0.
Oh, that's a pretty high score, people.
Vincent Cassell. He plays the director in Black Swan, and he's like the son in Eastern Promises. But yeah, no, this is a good movie. You got an 8.0 and then a 79 on Metascore. So, a committed dancer wins the lead role in a production of Tchaikovsky's. Is that how you pronounce it?
Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake, only to find herself struggling to maintain her sanity. It says Natalie Portman, Mila Kunis, and Vincent Cassel. And it won one Oscar for her for Best Actress.
So anybody who's watching the show, we would recommend go out and see this. Though it's not, it's different,
I forgot Winona Ryder was in it. Natalie Portman's replacing her, right?
right?
Yeah, I forgot about that. And Barbara Hershey's in it.
It's a good
It
cast.
does have a good cast. No, it's a really good movie. It's very dark. Very dark. Everything Aronofsky does. I don't think he's done anything that's not really
Well, I
dark.
think it's kind of like we did. We were talking about Pi, and then Requiem for a Dream, where he had some name actors in it, but then he's kind of like moved on to this, where he got the great cast. That
Yeah, a really good ensemble cast.
And what did he do after that? That's kind of like an interesting thing, because I wonder what Darren Aronofsky did after that.
Because this was
Well,
2000.
I know what he did. He did that. There's some kind of a science fiction movie, and it got really like mixed reviews.
Oh, I forgot one that he did. The Wrestler.
The Wrestler.
With Mickey Rourke and
Right.
Marissa Tomei,
And
Emma
that's
Rachel Wood.
That's a pretty normal movie. That doesn't go off.
No, that's definitely not something I would associate with him. That's probably why I forgot he directed it.
Yeah, The Wrestler was really good.
Yeah. Oh, he did Noah,
Noah
Black Swan, The Wrestler.
with Russell Crowe.
He hasn't done many. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen that. I guess I'm gonna put that on my list
No,
now.
I have it. I'll bring it in for you.
Russell Crowe. It's Darren Aronofsky, and he didn't do that other one. There's some kind of like a science fiction. Oh wait, Mother.
Oh yeah, he did that one with Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah,
And
that
Javier
came out
Bardem.
last fall.
Because it tanked at the box office.
That's on my list.
A couple's relationship is tested when uninvited guests arrive at their home, disrupting their tranquil existence. I'm gonna write that on my list too. Let's see who gets it on Netflix first.
Just filled it in there.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to watch that. Anything Aronofsky, Fincher, I'll give it a whirl. But yeah, so Natalie Portman,
That one, what's that? It got
6.7.
What's Metacritic say about it? Just out of curiosity.
75.
So they liked it a little bit better. So
Yeah.
somebody's.
I'm surprised that it didn't do well, considering it's Jennifer Lawrence, Javier Bardem, and an Aronofsky movie.
Yeah.
It really surprised me when I read the reviews.
Well, I think it's going to be another one of those that your common moviegoer is going to be a little bit confused by it.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
I don't know where I am now. Here we go. Yeah, so he hasn't done much as far as like movies.
He's probably spacing it out every couple of years doing a project.
Yeah, because he did this, and I think Noah was the one before that, and that was 2014.
Well, again, you get Javier Bardem and you get Jennifer Lawrence. I mean, that's kind of like, the pick of the actors that are out there.
Yeah.
2 award-winning actors.
So as far as actual full length movies, he's done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's it.
That's it.
Pi, Requiem for a Dream, The Fountain, The Wrestler, Black Swan, Noah, and Mother.
Oh, okay.
Everything else are shorts.
That's the one I'm thinking about. Is The Fountain.
What's that?
The Fountain was like a controversial one. It got that got mixed reviews, but I'm fascinated by it. I want to see it.
As a modern-day scientist, Tommy is struggling with morality, desperately searching for the medical breakthrough that will save the life of his cancer-stricken wife, Izzy. It's Hugh Jackman, Rachel Weisz, Sean Patrick Thomas. So that's a good crowd.
Yeah.
Good cast. It got 7.3, and only 51 on Metascore.
Yeah, like I say, it's. I'm writing it down again. People can write it down out there too. The Fountain.
I'm writing it down.
Darren Aronofsky, and we said it was Hugh Jackman, right?
Hugh Jackman, yep. Okay, so we got to wrap up.
We got to wrap up. We
definitely have names for my hat for next time.
All right,
no
we
question.
got a bunch.
Because we rambled a lot today, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
And we've got a baseball challenge out there.
Yep, we got a baseball challenge. See if Don can beat me. I already took it. I know what my score is, and it's pretty high. So, no practicing. You can't go on there and try looking for it and then cheat.
All right, I'm not gonna.
Okay, I didn't think you would.
Though I did when I had the show with Craig, because he left the room, and I thought, well, what if I got 10 out of 10 when he had like his quiz. And I tried to like surprise him because I thought, wouldn't it be hilarious if I got 10 out of 10?
Yeah.
Because he always had like true or false questions that were based on, what was that site?
Oh, Snopes?
Snopes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he would have these Snopes quizzes, and I thought, it would be fun just to beat him and get 100 out of 100.
It would have been.
But he caught me, and then he went bananas.
Oh, yeah, I remember. All right, well, this has been this week's Best Pictures. I'm one of your hosts, Joey Powers.
I'm Don Tretler, and I'll see
you at the movies.